Hi everyone, here I'm back again with another start to finish video for you of my art journal page, Be the Change. Now I had a bit of difficulties with this page. As you know, I am still learning. I'm quite new to this art journaling and mixed media, and while creating this page I was thinking that a lot of things I've done with it could have done with better techniques, I think. So even though I watched a whole lot of videos and learned a lot already, I did struggle a bit with this page. I had a kind of an idea where I wanted to go with it, so the first thing I did was adding gesso to the page, and that was the heavy gesso by Art Basics from Ranger. And I found some paper scraps from an acrylic book, acrylic paper, and I glued that down with the golden matte medium. And here I am trying to add a red acrylic spray. I first did that with the tube of the bottle, and that didn't work all that much, so I took out my brush and eventually ended up painting the acrylic paint on my page. And the same with the black. I used my brush, and what happened was that it wasn't blending in as much as I wanted to. So I tried to blend it in with a brush and add more black, and then I thought, well, I need to use a baby wipe maybe, and especially with the line of the white to red, it was too harsh, I thought. So I added more white acrylic paint and used the baby wipe to try and blend it in. Now that kind of worked, but not as much as I'd like to, so I try it again, but then blending it in with my fingers, and that worked a whole lot better. So as I said, I kind of knew what this page should look like, but yeah, I still had difficulties with it. What I also find very difficult with art journaling is to come up with a focal image or things that could make the page interesting. You see people using images from magazines, and sometimes that's very nice, but I can't make that work. I'm thinking about what kind of image and what theme to go with it, what words to go with it. So I find that very difficult. So the easiest way for me is just using some embellishments and some bits and pieces to add to the page and make it interesting. But yeah, I'm going to try the magazine image. I just need to figure out how that should look. So here I am adding some modeling paste, the liquid text modeling paste, through a stencil by Stamping Back, and I use the acrylic paint again in a more pinkish color, adding some splatters, black splatters, to the sides of the page. And now I am going to use parts of this stamp, which is a stamp from Joy Crafts, and I'm not sure here which ink to use. I start with the archival ink, the plum color, and I will use the red, the small ink pad you see lying there, which has no brand. The distress ink I leave out, I don't use that. So using parts of the stamp at the bottom of the page, and I got a few subscribers to my channel in the last week or so. So thank you everyone, very happy with that. Also, you left me some very nice comments, so I'm guessing I'm doing something right. So now I'm going to add my quote, and I would have loved to use my Uniball Signo pen for that, but that pen is a curse to me. It really does not work for me at all. Maybe I am doing something wrong, or maybe I have put on way too much stuff on my page, but that pen just doesn't work. So what I use here is some rub-ons in different fonts to add my quote, which is "You can be the change." And then I'm going to use the Dilutions acrylic paint, the squeezed orange, to add some lighter spots on top of the page. And I'm painting this on with my fingers so I can blend it in a bit more. And then I have my trechtertje, which is called a funnel in English. My husband says. I have to look it up still because I'm not sure. And I'm adding some marks with big circles and the little circle to my page. And here I am adding some thread, but the plan was at first to add some very thin lines made with a brush, because my gel pen wouldn't have worked because of all the layers and texture that is on the page. So I thought maybe I could use a very thin brush, dip it in my acrylic spray, which I poured in a little cup, and draw some fluid lines across the page, but that didn't work. So I ended up adding some thread, and I glue the thread down with the Mod Podge, and that sticked down, but maybe I should have used the golden gel medium for that. I do use that here to add this frame, and I've added a little piece of paper with a little heart on it with a stapler. And removing the blobs of glue with a little brush. And I forgot to ink or smudge the edges of this frame. So I'm trying my charcoal pencil to add some shadows and go around the edges. So with this branch I remembered to do that first, so I take out my brand new Faber-Castell artist pit pen and coloring the edges of the branch, which is actually a digital design I created one time for a digital scrapbook kit, because that's what I did or do, digital scrapbooking designer. And I made this branch once and I printed it out. I thought it would look nice on my page. Gluing this down with the golden matte medium again. And that's about it really. I did add some finishing touches off camera because I simply forgot them. I forgot to ink the edges of my journal page, and also I thought while watching the videos I should have add some more white with a dry brush to the paper scraps on the page. So I did that off camera, but the photos you will see at the end of this video show the finished product as it is now. So the last thing I do here is adding some more splatters with red and white, and adding the date with the Stays On Jet Black ink pad. And then when I think, yes, this is it, I'm adding a few more orange circles with my trechtertje or funnel. And that's it. Remember, the photos show the finished product at the end of this video. Thank you again so much for watching. Comment, like and subscribe if you like, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye bye.